look perfectly fine. Hopefully. I think I look fine. I think I look okay. I could have this back a little bit more. You know... Oh. Hold up. Oh shit. That's dick shot. Oh my fucking god, I hate this store. Shit. And the more back you are, the more you can see me. But anyways. Let's work this thing out. Advanced settings. Camera video settings. Okay. Let's okay. Probably put it in the upper left. Lower left. I'll actually put it in the lower left. No. Lower right. Lower left. Okay, we're doing it in the lower left, right? Oh, we can't make it small. Wide. Medium. Large. We have to have it large. Okay. Flip. No. Keep it like that. Oh. It's terrible, it's terrifying. Chrome key. No, don't do that. Do not change. Comic. None. No brightness, we don't need it. We don't need a contrast either. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're right. Okay. Anyways, what's going on, guys? Marmok here, part of the Army of 4, and today we got the name of the thing again. But anyways, I'm gonna call here. Shit. Someone sent me a chat. Okay. My sister wanted me to send her the stream, so I'm gonna send that to her now. Alright. 80 subscribers. Wow. Turn this all the way down. Okay. We're gonna set this here as we usually do. Wow, that's very close to my face. Anyway. Alright. Start. Whoever said that your life flashes before your eyes. Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. I can't see it. We're going to put the camera upper left. Boom. That's where we're keeping it. Whoever said their life flashes before your eyes when you die should be shot. Then maybe he'd see what it's really like. Hey, why is that covering my face? Okay, there it goes. When you die, there are only two things. The first is sudden and terrifying realization that you were dying. The second thing is final wish. As a person dies, there's always one last thing they wish they could do before they pass on. Sometimes it's as simple as wanting to say goodbye to a loved one, but usually it's a wish full of pain and regret. It's a wish for a life lived better, an angry word taken back, or a promise kept, a wish that will never be granted. Yeah, that sucks. Every single time. But I've experienced so many, I'm kinda numb to the whole thing. That makes no sense. That's not to say I'm comfortable with it. I'm just used to it. After all, experiencing death is the story of my life. Whoa. Jisei. Oh god, it scared me.
Can you hear me? Relive my dying moments.
Our song.
Skip it. Where am I? I blink slowly, trying to get my bearings. This place doesn't look familiar. Then again, it's been 3 years since anything has looked familiar to me. I notice my mind slowly clears. The room I'm filled is up. There's a sudden freshly ground coffee. I hear something. A machine? Steam? Right, I'm in a coffee shop in some city called Edgewater. It's my second day in the city. Judging from the empty cup on the table in front of me, I stopped here for a coffee because I was getting sleepy. Then I fell asleep. Typical. Typical me. I guess even a triple shot mocha latte isn't enough to keep me up these days. I wonder if I should get another one, eh? Why not? Why not? I head over to the counter. No one else is in line since it's still afternoon. The girl at the corner grins as soon as she sees me.
Did you have a nice nap?
Yes, I did. You saw me?
Don't worry, you weren't snoring or anything. But I'd wipe that drool off your face if I were you.
What?
I'm kidding. You're fine.
Shut the fuck up.
So, what can I get for ya?
That's what I'm saying.
Whoa, are you okay?
I don't think so. Yeah.
You look like you want to hurl.
I do want to hurl. It's you. Your breath stinks. Why am I feeling this now? There shouldn't be any reason. Oh
Hey,
yes, I
if you're
really.
not feeling well,
Her
the
breath
bathrooms
smells
are
like
down that
coffee.
hallway.
I'm thinking. I grab the counter for support and stumbled off into the direction she's pointing. My head is hurting even more now. If I'm feeling this sick, it can only mean one thing. Someone has died. Whoa. As I walk down the hallway, I see the door to the woman's bathroom is wide open. Am I a woman? You're kidding. I wish this were a joke, but the instant throbbing in my head tells me otherwise. Lying on the floor of the women's bathroom is the corpse of a woman. I enter the restroom, gagging at the smell of the restroom's flowery perfume and dysfunction. Oh, we have 3 viewers. The knife sticking out of her chest doesn't make me terribly optimistic about what I'm about to do next. I hope she died quickly. Otherwise, this is going to wind up being very unpleasant. Touch her. I glance around quickly to make sure no one is looking before I reach forward and touch her arm. Why the fuck would you touch her arm right there? It's not where your pulse is. Oh, you're in some psychic shit. I brace myself for the sudden pain in my chest, but it never comes. I can't breathe. I try to open my mouth, but it refuses to open. Something's on my face. I want to tear it away, but something is holding me down. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I only wish that. As I open my eyes and instinctively gasp for air, I know I wasn't actually suffocating, but it's still a reflex. My brain always remembers the pain of every death experience, even though none of them are mine. I'm suddenly aware of someone staring at me from the hallway.
What did you do?
I didn't do shit! A woman is standing behind me, staring at the horror. I didn't... Wait! I sigh and hang my head. This is gonna go out then again. It never does.
Hey, kid, move away from the body.
I'm not even in the bathroom. His voice is demure and sharp, fluid, and commanding. Even without the uniform, it's obvious he's some sort of man of law, considering that what he's wearing, I'd guess a police officer. Sorry, officer, I promise I didn't do anything. He looks surprised.
Officer?
Oh, you're not? Sorry. My dad was a police officer, and you kind of look like him. I mean, you carry yourself the same way.
Your dad was an officer?
Yeah, no shit, I just said that. He sounds skeptical. I guess I can't blame him. I don't remember. It was a while back, when he still lived in Los Angeles. He raises a knowing eyebrow, as if he just caught me in a lie, but he doesn't comment to it.
I see. Well, why don't you come with me?
Why? Sure. I followed the officer back into the main area. I thought he said he wasn't an officer. Should I just use no camera? It seems like they're all over here. It seems like they're never over here. Let me put it on the bottom left or something. I don't fucking know. 1 second. I'll put it in the lower left. Let's see if that does anything, if it helps anything, for you guys to be able to see shit. The only other people in the shop are the girl who works here and the guy who looks like he's in college.
Excuse me, everyone. I'd like your attention for a moment.
Oh yeah, what's
I'm
up?
Detective Nikolai Gursky.
You are an officer, you lied to me. Detective pauses for a moment. It looks like he's trying to choose his words carefully.
Unfortunately, a dead body has just been discovered on this premises.
No shit.
What? But how? I mean, who?
I have no clue.
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the situation yet. Because of this, I'm going to have to ask you all to stay here until the police come.
I thought you were a police officer.
Until they come? You mean the police aren't here yet? What about you?
I'm technically not on duty right now, I just happen to be here.
Damn.
I see.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak with each of you separately for just a little bit. It'll help move the
Bro, I was
investigation
asleep.
along if I can start collecting information now. Is that okay?
Sure. Anything to help.
Yeah, it's okay with me.
Yes, it's fine.
What about you, kid?
It's fine with me.
Right. Then we'll start with you. Come with me, please.
Why me? Detective Gertz motions for me to follow him to the hallway away from the rest of the coffee shop. As we walk down the hallway, I can't help but stare at the body in the bathroom. Detective Gertz glances at me and gently kicks the door of the bathroom. It swings in and bounces gently off the wall, closing with a soft thud.
How are you feeling?
Fine, I guess.
You just saw a dead body and you're fine?
He frowns at me.
Never mind. Let's just start with your name.
Rather not say,
Why not?
because I'd rather not.
An officer of the law is asking you a question.
Then I plead the fifth.
The Fifth Amendment is only applicable to testifying under oath in a court of law or other tribunal.
Then I awoke my Miranda rights.
Fine, no name then. Why don't you tell me what happened today?
You mean about when I found the body?
Anything you think is pertinent.
Well, I came in here around noon today, ordered a coffee, drank it, and fell asleep.
You fell asleep after you drank a triple shot mocha latte?
How do you know what I drink? The cup on the table where I was sleeping.
Saw you snoozing when I came in. The mocha latte checkbox is checked off on the side of the cup, and the maroon sleeve around the cup is only used for triple shots. I am a detective, you know.
And a serious one at that. He's even reading my drinks when he's off duty. Well, I woke up about 10 minutes ago, I guess. Maybe less. Gertie glances at the clock on the wall.
So, around 2:40, you'd say.
I guess so. I was just about to get another drink when I suddenly started to feel sick.
Ah, yes, I did see you looking a little ill when you were at the counter.
The girl at the counter told me I should go to the bathroom, and when I went, I saw the body lying there.
What were you doing in the women's bathroom?
The door was already open, and I saw her from the hallway.
Did you touch her?
Even if I say no, they'll probably find my prints on her anyway. Yes.
And why were you touching her?
I wanted to see if she was okay. I didn't know if she was dead at the time. Detective nods understandingly, but I doubt he believes me. And the idiot could have seen the knife in that woman's chest from at least 10 feet away.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I think there's something suspicious about this death. Of course there's something suspicious about it. I think there's something suspicious about this stuff.
There's a dead woman with a knife in her chest.
Suspicious goes without saying.
But what makes you think this is suspicious?
Just a gut feeling.
I see. Anything else?
No.
Then please wait in the main area.
Sure. Detective Gursky follows me and turns to the rest of the people in the coffee shop.
Would anyone like to go next?
I'll go.
The woman raises her hand timidly, and Detective Gursky nods at her.
Then follow me.
Follow me. I sink down into one of the chairs and close my eyes. This doesn't make any sense. The woman in the restroom has a knife in her chest, no doubt. But in my vision, she was being suffocated. Then again, my vision didn't cut off before it finished. That woman interrupted me. I wish I could read the body again. Could have read the body again, but I'm sure to get caught even if I try to get close to the body. Somehow it doesn't really seem worth the risk. I guess I'll just have to approach this from a different angle. The cafe is small and clean, with a series of paintings on the walls and a display stand featuring expensive bags of coffee. To the side, there's a hallway that leads to the bathrooms. There's also a kitchen in the back, but I can't see it from here. Across the room, the college boy is typing away on his laptop. He pauses to glance at the pile of notes on the table next to him. He's still doing homework at a time like this. He looks up, and we briefly make eye contact.
Is something wrong?
Not really. He's just really calm, all things considered. He glances to the side nervously.
Actually, I'm pretty freaked out. But it hasn't really set in, you know? Part of me is hoping this is all just a hidden camera show or something.
It would be a lot nicer if that were the case.
I'm sorry. You're the one who found the body, right?
Yeah, no shit.
Is it scary? Seeing a dead body, I mean.
I guess most people would be pretty terrified to see a dead body, especially once that's obviously been murdered. Yeah.
You look pretty calm too, you know?
Oh, I guess I do.
My name's Kizaki. What about you?
I'd rather not. Kazaki blinks and stares off into the distance for a moment. He looks like he's spacing out. Are you okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine.
This bitch killed the girl, I swear. I bet you. He laughs nervously before smiling warmly at me.
It's okay if you don't want to say your name.
So what are you doing here anyway? Do you think the killer's still here? Can you remember anything about the woman who died?
I'm afraid I was pretty caught up in my work. I didn't really notice much about anyone else.
Nothing at all.
Well, I think she may have been looking for someone. When she came in, she looked around a bit like she was expecting to see someone. I remember wondering if she was looking for you, and you just didn't notice her because you were asleep.
Wow. Is there anyone in this coffee shop who didn't watch me sleep?
Killer? I thought she died from a heart attack or something.
I got him freaked out now.
Oh no, this is even worse.
Yeah, it is. I'll be right back. Oh, my bad. I was getting a drink and brushed my teeth and used the bathroom. Decided to... Oh. My bad. I was getting a drink and everything, decided to brush my teeth and do that before I go to bed after the stream. Anyway, let's get to it. He looks like he's about to start crying. Whoa.
What if the murderer is still here? What if we're all going to be picked off one by one until there's no one left?
I really don't think that's the case. Besides, it's not as if we were trapped on a remote island or anything. I point at Kazaki's laptop. We weren't even connected to the internet.
Oh, yeah.
He suddenly looks at a lot more... He started to look a lot...
I guess I overreacted.
Indeed. No kidding.
But it's still really creepy to think that someone was killed here. I hope
Yeah.
the detective figures it out soon.
Yeah. What should I ask? That's the only thing to ask. So what are you doing here anyway?
Studying.
He nods at the pile of papers scattered across the table.
I have an exam soon, and I come here a lot since it's a quiet place with no distractions.
He sighs.
So much for that.
Are you in college?
Yeah, but I'm only a part-time student. Even community college is expensive. I have to keep a part-time job just to stay afloat.
What do you do?
It's kinda hard to explain. I guess you could say I'm a sort of errand boy? I do odd jobs, fetch things, occasionally make tea for my boss. Stuff like that.
I see.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Detective Gursky approaches us. The woman as he was speaking with trails closely behind him. As soon as she sees me, she quickly looks away.
No, we're not doing anything in particular.
Kazaki's voice trails off as he speaks. He looks uncomfortable.
Right. In that case, would you please come with me?
Oh, yeah.
Kazaki follows Detective Gursky to the hallway. About earlier.
Don't touch me.
Bitch. Sorry. The woman glares at me. Her eyes laced with disgust.
I saw what you did.
I didn't do anything. I found her like that.
Just don't speak to me.
She sits down and folds her arms, glaring at me from across the room. I guess I should leave her alone. The girl who works at the shop is sitting a few tables away from me, staring at the ground. She looks up and notices I'm looking at her in her direction.
Surreal, isn't it?
Huh?
Knowing you're in the same building as a dead body, I mean. By the way, my name's Chance.
Chance? This sounds like such a fake name. You have a rather unusual name.
I get that a lot. The truth is, I changed my name. My parents named me Bertha.
That's a stupid name.
That's not exactly a good name for a famous singer.
Who said you're famous?
Not yet, but I wanna
Not
be.
yet.
I know it's a crazy dream, but I'm willing to take the chance. That's why I chose that name. Get it? Chance? I'm pretty cheesy, huh?
Yeah. Maybe not cheesy, but yes, you're cheesy. I think the name Bertha actually means famous. So really, you had a good name in the first place.
Really? I didn't know that. You're pretty smart.
Not particularly. I just like to pay attention to the names and what they mean.
That's cool. I know someone just like you.
I seriously doubt that. Do you think the killer is still around?
I sure hope not.
True that. Can't shivers.
I don't know why he'd stick around anyway. Doesn't a murderer usually run after he kills someone?
Good point. Do you know anything about the woman who died?
Nothing comes to mind. I saw her go to the bathroom earlier, but I wasn't paying attention. Still, I think I would have recognized her if she was someone I knew.
Do you remember what time you saw her?
Maybe around 2 o'clock? I'm not sure.
What makes you think it was 2 o'clock?
Well, my shift starts around then, and she came in a little bit after I did. She looked like a secretary, so I thought it was weird that she'd come during working hours.
I see.
You two look like you're getting along.
Huh? Oh.
We were just chatting.
I see that. I hope you don't mind if I cut in.
Go ahead. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the woman from earlier still glaring at me. Hey.
I thought I told you not to speak to me.
Listen, I don't know what you thought you saw, but that woman was already dead when I found her.
Don't take me for a fool.
If you just thought about it, you'd think that. If I actually had killed that woman, don't you think I'd have tried to stop you, or at least run away? Instead, I waited around and even spoke with that detective. Haha. She doesn't respond. Really? You're going to discount me just like that?
Fine, I'll bite. What's your side of the story?
I already told you. I found her like that.
That's nice. Now don't talk to me.
She's just a bitch in general. You don't believe me.
Sure don't. If you can actually show me proof, then maybe I'll listen to you.
Interrogating him yourself, Miss Bergstrom?
Detective Gersey approaches us with the hint of a smile on his lips. It's hard to tell if he's actually amused or just hiding his annoyance.
He wanted to talk to me.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak with him.
Sure, do as you please.
She shrugs and just walks away. I follow Detective Gersey off to the side.
Are you sure talking with your main accuser was really a good idea?
What?
You do realize that she's convinced you're the murderer, right? Acting like that only makes you look more suspicious.
Yeah, well...
And I have to be honest, a lot of the evidence points towards you already. You were the first at the scene, and you even admitted to touching the body. There's not much that votes for your innocence.
But all evidence you have is only circumstantial.
I can hold you for 48 hours before charging you with a crime. That's enough time to find more evidence.
Sometimes I hate the law. I know, but I didn't do it.
If you really want me to believe you, you're going to have to be a lot more cooperative. Obviously, you're interested in clearing your name, whatever it may be. It works better if you work with me, not against me.
You want my help?
Not particularly, but I don't have many options right now. I could tell you to sit this out and let the professionals handle this, but then you just go behind my back. I'd rather have you where I can keep an eye on you. So I'll let you talk around, but you have to tell me everything you learn. And for the record, this isn't a free pass to conduct your own investigation. I'm only saying you can talk with the others. Got it?
Yeah, got it. Well, looks like I have a little bit of a slack for now, but even if he says that, it's not like he's given me any useful information to go off of. This area is small but comfortable with nice lighting and a clean atmosphere. Move. Hallway. As I head towards the hallway, I can hear Detective Gersky speaking on the phone with someone.
According to her ID badge, her name is Sarah Blackmore. She works for a nearby company called BioDev Imaging.
I peer around the corner to get a better look. He doesn't look very pleased.
I really can't be sure. When will the crime scene investigators get down here? I see. Well, get here as soon as possible, then.
He hangs up before letting out a frustrated sigh. As he does, he sees me looking at him.
Whoa, how long have you been there? How much of that conversation did you hear? So, pretty much everything, then.
I guess so.
And do you have anything useful to tell me?
I guess so.
And do you have anything useful to tell me?
Oh, shit. Sorry. Chance says he saw Sarah come around 2 o'clock.
Interesting. So, Sarah must have been killed sometime between 2 o'clock and 2:40. The first thing to do is see if anyone has an alibi for that time period then.
What should I tell them? I don't really have more I can tell you.
Keep digging.
Ladies restroom, men's restroom. It looks like the woman's restroom, well, except for the dead body. Actually, it looks like there's an emergency exit in here, too. It's that kind that only opens from the inside. I bet the killer could have slipped out through here without being seen by anyone in the coffee shop. Did you know that there's an emergency exit in the men's room?
Yeah, I noticed that. There isn't an alarm on the door either, so it's possible that the murderer escaped through there without being detected.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If the murderer did go through there, he or she was probably the last person who passed through. It's possible that there was some evidence left behind in there.
What should I tell him? End the conversation. I don't really have any more I can tell you.
Alright.
Move. I don't want to go into the ladies' restroom because the dead body's in there. Chance notices me looking at her. She giggles and waves at me.
How's it going?
Sorry. You got changed.
Yeah, I called my manager and he said I should close for the day. So there's really no point in wearing my uniform anymore.
True that.
But never mind that. How did it go?
How did what go?
Talking with that detective, of course. Did he say anything?
You just want me to not bother him.
What do you mean by bothering him?
Beats me. So. Did you notice anything suspicious about Kazaki?
Who?
That college kid.
Oh, is that his name? I've never seen him before.
Really? He said he comes in here all the time.
He does? I'm pretty sure I haven't seen him before. Maybe he usually comes at some other time?
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't recall him doing anything weird. He came in, sat up, and spent all his time working on homework.
Okay. What were you doing between 2 o'clock and 2:40?
Working, of course. Afternoons like this are always slow, so it's usually just me and the manager. Although my manager is currently out at the store.
Did you notice anything suspicious about Miss Bergstorm?
You mean that
Bergstrom?
woman who looks like she's mad at you?
Yeah, her.
Well, she definitely looked like she was in a hurry. Then again, she always does.
She comes here often?
All the time. And she always looks like she's in a hurry. I guess she's a busy woman.
I guess so. What should I ask her? Do you know anyone named Sarah Blackmore?
I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names. Even if I did know her, I probably couldn't tell you.
Okay. Why did your manager go to the store?
We ran out of soy milk. I forgot to restock yesterday and he kinda got mad at me. I had to come out here and clean all the espresso machines as punishment.
Do you know what Miss Bergstorm does for a living?
I'm pretty sure she works for Biodev Imaging. It's just on the street, so a lot of people who work there like to come by here. I'm afraid I don't know exactly what she does, though.
Biodev Imaging, the victim, Sarah, worked there too. It can't be a coincidence. Maybe. I guess that's all I want to talk about for now.
Okay.
Miss Bergstrom works for BDev and Imaging. Chance told me that a lot of people who work there like to come here to eat.
Do you know what Miss Bergstrom does at Biodev Imaging?
No.
It probably wouldn't hurt to ask her.
Kazaki says he comes in here all the time, but Chance claims she's never seen him.
Do you think he's lying?
I don't know. He seems honest enough, but he could very well be pretending.
Why don't you test him then? If he really comes here often, he'll be able to answer questions about this place without any problems.
I guess so.
Keep digging.
Yeah. Let's talk to her first. This brings us still across the room from me, brooding, oh boy, this isn't going to be easy. She wasn't willing to give me the benefit of the doubt earlier at all. I approach her carefully, holding my hands out in an attempt to show that I mean no harm to her. Hey.
What do you want?
I just want to talk, try to figure out what happened. Doesn't look convinced. Look, there are other people here. Nothing is going to happen to you. I just want to ask a few questions.
Why are you even doing this?
I want to find the killer. After a moment of silence, she lets out a long sigh.
I guess it's okay then. What do you want to know?
What do you do for a living?
Why do you want to know?
I'm just curious.
Well, I do a lot of things. Mostly human resources management.
Human resources? As in...
The usual things. Recruiting new blood, organizing and training employees, writing policies, and the like.
Wow, that's a lot. Did you notice anything suspicious about Kazaki?
I assume you mean that boy over there?
He hasn't done
anything that seems out of the ordinary. I can't really say one way or another, though.
Yeah, do you notice anything suspicious about Chance?
That barista? She's a sweet girl. If not a little unrealistic, she'll talk about her dream of being a singer to anyone who will listen. She often gets livid when anyone says anything that doesn't coincide with her dream. But she's very cheerful otherwise.
Livid?
She once tossed hot coffee at a customer for insulting her voice. He only got a few burns on his arm, but I'm pretty sure she was aiming for his face.
Yeah. And she didn't get fired for that?
The whole thing was settled out of court, and the owner of this place is her father, so naturally she got to keep her job. Honestly, kids these days just get everything handed to them on a silver platter. It's wholly frustrating.
What were you doing here between 2 o'clock and 2:40?
Around 2, I think I was finishing up some work in the office. Then I headed out for a late lunch. I usually grab a sandwich and an espresso from this place.
Were you with anyone else at the time?
Of course not. Everyone else had already left for lunch.
What did you order when you got there?
Nothing. I went straight to the restroom, and then I saw you.
Excuse me. What should I ask her? Why did you just head straight to the bathroom instead of ordering?
I always wash my hands first. It's filthy to do anything else, and I can't exactly afford to be ill.
Do you know anyone named Sarah Blackmore?
I can't say I do. Should I? Good to know.
I look over at Kazaki. He's still typing away on his computer. I guess even being at the scene of a murder isn't an excuse to turn in homework late.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
It looked like Detective Gursky was lecturing you about something. He's a pretty imposing guy.
Is he? It seems like to me, he's just doing his job.
I guess I'm just worried he's gonna arrest me or something.
Arrest him? Is this kid's paranoid, or he's hiding something? Does he have a reason to arrest you?
What? No, of course not. I was just saying.
His face flushes red, as if he's terribly embarrassed to even think about being arrested. He must be one of those good kids who always follows the rules and never gets in trouble. Everyone. Do you really come here that often?
Of course I do. Why do you ask?
Just curious about this place. Do you know what kind of sandwiches this are?
They rotate them. The two for today are tapenade with avocado and turkey and brie.
I see. And how much does a green tea cost?
A shaken green iced tea or a green tea smoothie?
Either.
The shaken green iced tea is only $2.65, but the green tea smoothie is $3.70.
Thanks. Oh, this guy knows about the price below well. Almost uncannily, so I guess he really does come here often. I wonder why Chance doesn't recognize him. Did you notice anything suspicious about Chance?
The girl who works here? She wouldn't do anything.
Are you sure?
Of course, she works here after all.
That didn't answer my question.
Well, if you're wondering if I saw her do anything weird, I didn't. She was cleaning the espresso machines for a while. She didn't look too happy about that. Then she went into the back kitchen, so I didn't see her anymore.
If she were in the kitchen, she could have gone to the bathroom without you seeing her, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Did you know anything suspicious about Miss Bergstrom?
I'm afraid I didn't see her come in. I was busy working at the time. I didn't notice anything until I heard her scream. Sarah? No, I don't think I do.
Wow, that's quite possibly the most guilty reaction I've ever seen. This guy would be terrible at poker. That's all for now. Miss Bergstrom was really evasive about her job. When I asked her about it, she didn't seem to want to tell me much about it. She did say she's in human resources, though.
Is that so? I suppose she's pretty high up on the totem pole, then. I think Sarah was just a secretary with low-level clearance, so it's doubtful they'd have met. Still, it's definitely something worth keeping in mind. Ask around and see if anyone knows anything about biodev imaging.
Chance has some pretty explosive anger issues. She's tried to burn a guy with hot coffee once because he insulted her voice.
Really? I'd hate to be that guy. Still, one act of violence doesn't make her a murderer. It might be worth looking into it, though, if you can find a way to be tactful about it.
No one here recognizes the name Sarah Blackmore.
Well, naturally the killer is going to deny knowing her.
Especially Kazaki.
But if no one here seems to recognize her, she probably didn't want to be known.
Probably.
I wonder what she was hiding. I see.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There are a couple of trendy paintings hanging on the wall. The only other things in the hallway are me and Detective Gursky. I look under the counter and dig around through the trash. There's a lot of duct tape in here. It looks like there's a bit of red paint stuck to one of the pieces. I don't think that's paint. At least I think it's red paint. There's also a brown smudge on it. Shit. I doubt that. I don't. I'd better not touch any of this. If I leave any fingerprints on it, I'm sunk. The bathroom is surprisingly clean. No, wait. No. Fuck off. Found a lot of duct tape in the garbage can in the men's bedroom.
Duct tape?
Yeah, a whole bunch of it. Like someone used it and dumped it here.
Perhaps the killer used it to restrain Sarah.
Possibly.
Alright.
Okay. No.
I see.
Move. Main area. I head back to the main area to investigate some more, but as I do, I hear a strange voice echoing through the hallway.
Hey, detective, you should really watch your step.
What? Who are you? I spin around looking for the source of the voice, but I didn't see anyone talking or even looking in my direction.
I'm here to help, but before you ask, I can't hear you, so don't bother trying to say anything.
The voice seems to be coming from inside my head. Yeah, but if you can't hear me, that makes communication rather difficult, and it doesn't.
Of course, since I can't hear you, that makes communication rather difficult.
Never mind.
I know you're different from other people. You can see things that others can't. That means we're alike.
Alike? Yeah, right. I don't go around randomly speaking inside other people's heads.
There's a lot more going on here than just a simple murder. Watch your step and trust no one.
Okay.
I'll tell you more as soon as I know it.
I wait for a few seconds, but the voice is gone. No one else seems to have heard it. So I guess it really was all in my head. This is getting even more troublesome by the minute. First, I'm accused of murder, and now some random person is dropping thoughts in my head. Or hey, maybe I'm just going crazy. I should probably be a lot more surprised or freaked out by this turn of events. But the only thing that surprises me right now is how unsurprised I am. I shuffle tiredly into the main area of the coffee shop and sit down, burying my head in my hands.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Really? You've been looking terrible all day. Oh, let me get you something to drink.
Chance hurries around the counter and begins mixing a drink for me. I lean back and take in the smell of coffee. It's really relaxing.
Here you go.
She hands me a hot cup, brimming full with a hot latte. I take a sip of it, and my body suddenly feels alive again. The smell, the steam. I seriously doubt I'd ever be able to function without the stuff. I take another sip, and then another, enjoying the flavor and the heat. I feel like I can finally think. Yes, I'm addicted. That was good. You made it so quickly.
Of course I did. Sometimes things get really busy in here. That counter is designed with everything we need to mix drinks quickly. Of course, if we want to do other things like make sandwiches, that's all in the back kitchen.
Chance looks pretty happy right now. Maybe this is a good time to ask her about the one guy who insulted her. Do you like your job here?
Huh? I guess so. Although sometimes it gets pretty tiring. That's how it is with any job, right?
I guess so, but I heard that you had a lot of trouble with a certain customer here once.
Oh yeah, that was a particularly bad day. That jerk was just flaunting his new girlfriend in my face.
New girlfriend?
My ex-boyfriend broke up with me here at work by bringing his new girlfriend here and telling me we were over.
Bro, that's terrible.
He said he didn't want to be with someone who had such unrealistic dreams. Either way, that was a long time ago, and unlike the rumors, It has nothing to do with him insulting my singing voice.
God damn it. Fuck. Sorry, one second. Ugh. Sorry. Trying to get comfortable. Wow, sorry about that.
It's fine. It all worked out in the end. Anyway, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask.
Okay. Talk. What do you think about Biodev Imaging?
Biodev? That's
Oh,
a
it's
biological
Biodev, sorry.
engineering company, isn't it? They specialize in body parts like artificial hearts and lungs and such. But lately, they've expanded their research to trying to grow replacement organs from living cells. No. I just happen to know about them because they're a big deal at my school. They funded a good portion of the biomedical engineering program there, so their name is all over the place.
What were you doing between 2 o'clock and 2:40?
Studying?
Mostly.
I was also chatting with a friend online. Sometimes I get distracted.
Sorry, guys. End conversation. It's all for now.
Alright then.
I look into the glass case filled with freshly made sandwiches. Sure enough, the two specials of the day are tapenade, however you say that, with avocado and turkey and brie. Kazaki was right. What do you know about Biodev Imaging?
Plenty, seeing as I work there. We're a medical group that creates artificial organs. There's a huge demand for organ implants, but there are very few available donors, and compatibility is always an issue. We make things like artificial lungs and bionic hearts.
Wow, it's pretty impressive.
It's more than impressive. We're saving lives.
End conversation.
Good to know.
So, okay. Okay, about. Chance only got violent because the guy was her ex-boyfriend. Turns out she threw hot coffee at him because she broke up with
Well,
her.
that makes a lot more sense than just attacking some random guy. But that doesn't change the fact that she has anger issues. Plus, things aren't exactly looking up for her right now.
What do you mean?
I examined the knife in Sarah's chest. It's an industry-grade kitchen knife, and it's part
Whoa.
of the set. I'm willing to bet that the rest of the set is in the kitchen here.
You're saying that Chance is the only one who killed Sarah?
No, I'm saying that whoever stabbed Sarah had access to the kitchen at some point in time. Why? Do you think she did it?
I doubt she had anything to do with this.
What makes you say that?
Well, if I were going to murder someone, I want to do it at my workplace with a weapon that only I have access to. It's ridiculous.
Good point.
Ridiculous.
But she's obviously not the type for premeditated murder. If it's her, it was likely an impulsive decision. If you can find a motive, then we'll be getting somewhere.
No one here has a full alibi. Chance and Kasaki both saw each other for a while, but Chance was in the back kitchen around the time of the murder. She could have slipped away without being seen, or Kazaki could have gone past the kitchen without her noticing. Miss Bergstrom claims she was working at the time, but there is no way to corroborate her story.
So all of them had an opportunity. But what about a means and a motive? We need to figure out why someone would want Sarah dead in the first place. Alright.
Hey, detective.
Great, the voice in my head is back.
It looks like you have the most freedom out of everyone right now.
Well, everybody, I think I'm going to end the stream here. It was fun for what we played so far, but I'm going to return to this and I'm going to play more later. Right now, I'm actually about to play some Outlast, and I'm going to get scared shitless because it's late. Plus, it's a late at night, which means it's going to be more scary. But at the part I am at in Outlast, I'm outside where the monster is, and I have to use my GoPro, not GoPro, but the camera the whole entire time. But anyways, I'll have the face cam up. Oh no, I can't. I can't play Outlast yet. I need to edit the video and post it. Damn. Spoiler. Accidentally posted. See you guys. Oh, don't forget to join the army, subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.